Hey everybody, Kevin Rose here. Today I want to talk to you about ebooks. I've been an ebook user for a long time now, starting off with the Kindle. I guess it's not been that long, but it's definitely been a couple of years. And now moving on to the iPad with iBooks. And I feel as though, when you look at ebooks, they've kind of been the same over the years. You download a book, you install it, you go through, you can bookmark different pages, you can highlight a little clip that you want to save. But you really can't do anything social with it. I mean, these are internet-connected devices. We have friends. Why can't we make it more of a social experience? So what I wanted to do today is talk to you about kind of my top 5 wish list for Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos to hopefully they'll somehow see this video and incorporate it into their future products. So let me give you my top 5. Number 1, well, I'm actually not ranking these in any order, but number 1 on my list is, wouldn't it be cool if there was a way that you could pull up character information about various different characters as you're reading throughout the book? So, for example, here's a character that I want to check out and find out more information about. If I click on this character, it pulls me up a stats page about that character. It gives me a little bit of a history about who they are, where they're at currently during the book. I could see a map of the region that they're traveling throughout. I could find out what type of items they have on them. If I'm reading a science fiction book and they're damaged or they're hurt, I would see certain sections of their body as being hurt or damaged, kind of like a World of Warcraft character spec sheet for someone. So it'd be really cool to be able to instantly jump into any character by clicking on them and finding out more information. If I forget who a character is or a new character is being introduced, I can instantly see more about them. So that's one little fun thing. It's not really a social thing, but it's a great way to go and pull in additional information by going out and talking to the net. The next thing is friend annotations. I think this could be a big one. If I'm sitting there and I'm reading through something and I think a really chapter or paragraph is really cool, I can highlight that paragraph and leave a voice annotation on that paragraph. So if I'm reading through a book, let's say Foundation is a book that I just recently read, and I'm reading through a book and a friend of mine has read it before me, I see that, my friend here, Daria, she's left an annotation on this paragraph. I can hit the button, listen to what she has to say about the paragraph, and just get a little extra additional info. So I think kind of a cool way to breathe a little bit of life into the pages, which I think could be pretty awesome. The next thing I want to do is be able to lend a book. I mean, we do this all the time. This is a no-brainer. Like, we have physical books. We give them to our friends, and oftentimes we forget which friends we lent them to. I think this could be done digitally. Why not? Why can't I hit a button like this, choose send to a friend, choose the friend, lend it to them. When they pull up their ebook reader, they see the book appear, they can accept that. And then I can also jump in. I thought it would be awesome to see where they're at. So let's say I lent my friend the Foundation. I want to see where they're at. I double click on it. It takes me to the page they're reading. Obviously, I can't read the same book at the same time because I've lent that book out and there would be copyright issues and all that. But it'd be really cool to see kind of how far in they are. So you could talk to them about that, right? And then if I want the book back, it's not a matter of me having to go and call them up or anything else. I can just say, take book back, hit that button, and the book instantly comes back to me and is no longer viewable within their ebook reader. So I think that could be a lot of fun. The next thing is, I was thinking about some additional functionality. One of the things that is a little bit confusing, not confusing to me, but that I wish really existed as a feature is I'll be reading a book, and it's very easy to see when you're reading a physical book how far you are into the book. Some of these books have actual percentages. They show you how far that you're in, but you can't really estimate when you'll finish the book or how much more time you have left in the book. So just a stats page, if you could pull up and see, how many pages you're reading per minute, the estimated completion time. So looking at a book and saying that based on your current read rate over the last 30 minutes, you will complete this book in 45 minutes and 17 seconds or something like that. I mean, we have the data. Why not just display that to the user? I think that just could be a lot of fun. And also just pages left in the chapter. I know some of this stuff will eventually happen, but you're reading through a chapter and you're kind of getting tired, but you don't know, should you continue on? You just want to finish the chapter out. Why not show you, 6 pages left so I know without having to go and flip through the pages when I'm going to get to the end of the chapter. So I think that could be cool. Also, just pulling in a lot of rich media I think would be really awesome. The ability to highlight a word, and currently you can look it up in a dictionary, but to see videos around that, if it's a device I haven't heard of or something that I want to see additional information, I should be able to have videos or full-on Wikipedia articles about that particular thing. I mean, these are internet-connected devices. Why not just make that happen? And then the last thing is a virtual book club. I think it'd be a lot of fun to be able to pull together a group of friends all around a title and see where everyone is within that book. So if I'm sitting there and I'm reading a book and I hit a button, it has a drop down that slides out and it shows me each of my friends' position within the book, kind of like you see here, and I can see, oh, you know, Jeff isn't reading his book, he's a little bit further behind. I can ping him and say, hey, you need to catch up, or send him a notification through here. And when everyone hits the chapter, the end of a chapter, it would send out a notification for everyone that now it's time to talk about the book. So could be pretty cool. I think that, you know, it kind of bothers me that these are so well internet connected. Like all the devices now, from the Kindle to the iPads and future ebook readers, are all going to be connected to the net. We all have our social graphs already defined through Facebook and Twitter and all these other sites. Why not just breathe life and add all that additional functionality right into the ebook reading experience? So that's it for now. Hopefully I'll see some of those features soon. Thanks.